welcome back to another episode of Life is Strange 2. And before we start, I want to address something about last episode. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I definitely noticed. But you see me looking down on my desk a lot, and you might be thinking, why is she on her phone while she's playing a game? But I just want to say I wasn't on my phone. Actually, I had a necklace on my desk, and I started fiddling with it, and then I couldn't leave it alone. So that's kind of why I looked down. It wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. It was because my fingers were touching the necklace and doing weird shapes. But not weird shapes, just shapes. Mostly just a squiggly, like a snake squiggly. Anyway, I thought you might want to know that because I didn't feel like addressing it in the other video, or like I didn't really notice it was such an issue. But I noticed it, so if you noticed it too, well, now you know why. Anyway, it's time to go to church today, and I don't even know with Daniel anymore, you know? Like, I've been all over the place with Daniel, from thinking he might have a redemption arc to thinking he is so lost that I don't want anything to do with him. You know what? I'm just gonna let the game do what the game does, and I'm just gonna be here for the ride and just see what happens. And Sean and Daniel can figure this out, or they don't. I'm just here. I'm just here playing the game, and that's how it's gonna be. So let's get into today's episode. Okay, here we go. All right, Sean, what's the game plan? Let me in on the plan of action here. How do you want to go through? How do you want to do this?
Oh,
you're the
hi.
sick kid.
I saw you out in that
You look
parking
very
lot
shiny.
earlier.
Yep,
In a bad way.
that was me.
I like to be here too. We can see the whole room, and it's where a Reverend Mother teaches us classes.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's not getting help,
You
is
okay?
she?
Need some water?
Why don't we
No,
just steal this
sorry,
girl,
I'm
and
just
then
kinda
Daniel
sick.
can stay, and we'll take her,
Oh,
and we'll
so-
save her. Because
oh,
she might want actually
That's
to be
Too
saved.
bad.
I don't mind being a child kidnapper if it's for her own good. Joking,
Hey.
of course.
What happened to your eye?
Well, that's a long
No.
story.
That's okay. My name is Sarah Lee. What's
Aw,
yours?
That's a cute
Aw,
name.
You must be Jacob's sister. Did you get that letter from Jacob
Oh,
back when he was in California?
right.
Yes. How did you know he was in
cool.
California?
I was with him. That's how we met.
You are Daniel's brother? Really? He's always talking about you.
Is he?
Not too loud.
How? What is he
Yes.
saying?
I'm Daniel's brother, but I need some help.
The Reverend Mother says we always have to help our neighbor.
Oh, really?
What do you need?
Who's your reverend? What is this place? What is Daniel doing here? Take me to Daniel. Take me to church. Oh God, no! I really want to sing it. Don't mind me. Who's your
Who is this?
I don't know where I want to
Reverend?
start here.
You don't know her? That's our mother, Lisbeth. She was blessed by the hand of God when she was my age. She can't ever sin. The Lord guides her.
I didn't hear a word she said. What is this place?
What is this place?
This is our home,
I'll listen now, okay?
our church,
For
and
sure.
community. The Reverend Mother says we were all chosen by God.
Really? What is Daniel
What is
doing here?
Daniel doing here?
He's our miracle, and the Lord brought him right to our Reverend Mother. I like him. He's really kind and funny. We play together
Kind?
all the time.
Yeah, he was really kind when he tried to kill Cassidy. That was a kind moment.
So,
Real good.
can you take me to Daniel?
Oh, yes. He's gonna be so happy when he sees
I don't know
you.
about that.
He missed you so much for his birthday. It will be like a late surprise.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Jacob must be like they might be looking at Jacob like a good person, though, who brought Daniel here.
You're the
you know?
living proof of their faith. And mine. I know you understand.
I mean, Sean?
Yep, it's me.
You came back! I knew it!
Yeah, I snuck out
You've
of
grown up in
hospital
Ireland.
for you.
Do I look older? What?
I don't know. The
happened to
haircut
your
did
eye?
something to you,
Don't
though.
worry.
Oh, you did.
It's okay.
That was just
What
you.
happened at the farm? Because of
Yep.
me?
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Are you? Are you?
I'm sorry.
You keep saying sorry and then you keep doing the same mistakes. Not your fault. I warned you. It's the past. Nah, I'm not letting it slide anymore. I warned you.
I know. But I warned you.
Yeah.
Now we know what can happen.
Does it?
Yeah, like, now we know what can happen. Like, now we know that when you do shit like that, I just suddenly lose an eye. Like, suddenly that happened, you know? Just make sure you don't do it again so I lose my other eye, okay?
Hurt?
No. Not as much as your haircut.
Shut up.
That's
It's
funny.
different. I kind of like it.
If you like it, it's all good.
Sean.
It's all good, man.
I didn't want to leave you there. Nothing I could do.
No, you had to leave. That's fine.
I was so scared. I even thought you were dead. And
It's okay. We're together now.
yes.
For how long?
So, are you gonna stay with us now?
I'm wanted by the cops
I-
and the feds, so I don't know.
We still need to go to Puerto Lobos.
But
Yeah, now more than ever,
we don't
actually.
need to. We have a
No,
new home now.
Sean is not safe here, Daniel.
Look,
One step at a time, Daniel. Give Sean a chance to process this.
Okay,
I'm sure
appreciate
this is
it.
all so overwhelming.
Uh-huh.
By the way, my name is Lisbeth Fisher. We all
Lisbeth,
prayed
okay.
for your safe return. Sean, you must be a believer now in our Lord, too.
Well, it was all me, actually. I kind of did it. I kind of got him here, you know. Not really.
Well, not really.
I'm not going to play by the rules,
So
actually.
Daniel was
I don't
wrong?
feel like it today.
You can be honest here, Sean. But first, I need Sarah Lee
Can I be
and
honest?
Daniel to grab the medicine kit. We have to take care of our new guest. This is a place of healing.
Aw. Let's do it later. I want to talk to him now.
Daniel,
Oh, look at Daniel being all, let's do what I want the most. Yeah, your sorries fall a little short, Daniel.
now.
Okay, Reverend Mother.
Let's go, Daniel.
Whoa, whoa. Hold on.
Well, Sean,
You're gonna have a real talk
it's a
with me,
pleasure
huh?
to meet you. This is a real blessing today.
Is it?
You
Is
were
it?
away from Daniel for quite a while.
I feel like you
I
might,
was in a
you guys
coma.
might be a little
Of
bit crazy and
course.
want to trap me or something.
I wasn't judging you. So what is your plan, Sean?
To leave.
This is a blessed family, and it would be good for Daniel to have you by his side.
Do you really believe
You
that?
should know that the Lord has big plans for him.
The Lord or you? Stay here for a while. God or you? Mexico with Daniel. God or you? Because
you.
that's what I
God,
said.
Of course.
Of course you would say that. I'm his family. This isn't his home. I'm his family. I don't know. Let's just say
This
this
isn't
his
Daniel's home. That's where I'm taking him. In Mexico.
That sounds very selfish. He has all he needs, right here.
Sounds more selfish to try and keep
Again,
your
as I said, you guys can keep him.
main
I can leave.
attraction.
I'll
Judge not,
get
lest
Sean to
ye
leave.
be
I
judged.
don't mind. If Daniel wants to stay, he
will
can
be
stay.
staying here, whether you like it or not.
Oh,
Daniel sounds more like a prisoner than a guest.
It saddens me that you see things
oh
that
does
way.
it? I don't think so.
After everything I've done for him.
Oh, everything
I
you've
know
done?
why you're
Not everything Sean
scared,
has done so
Sean.
far?
That's
You don't
because
know what
your
Sean has done so
heart's
far,
full
lady.
of sins. I know.
I'm
about
coming
that
out
poor man you
aggressive
beat
today.
down back in Washington, Sean. This
They're gonna keep bringing that up, huh? If it's the guy at the gas station, I don't feel too sorry about it, but I do wish I didn't do it. But then, would they even have had a tent when they went to the... Oh,
is
anyway.
a terrible sin, and until you make penance for it, I can't accept you.
At least I didn't hit anybody in the hospital.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, my son.
I'm not your son.
Does Daniel have to
And
repent
Daniel
for
isn't
what
gonna be
he's
your
done so
golden
far?
cow. Daniel, come
Why
on.
don't we ask him what he wants to
Do not touch me.
Oh my... Okay, Sean, that's
What
a,
the fuck?
that's a little too far. It's a little too far. She's gonna
did you
play it.
do?
Nothing.
She's gonna
Enough.
play it. Yeah.
You spilled blood in the Lord's home.
Sean, what happened?
Your
Daniel, firstly, Daniel, you cannot be mad at me. You don't even know what happened. This is people just judging by what they're currently seeing, you know, not actually knowing what happened and not trusting their own family. Secondly, Daniel, you've done so much worse. Like, you did something to a person that wasn't even touching you. You were just mad at them because Sean spent time with them and you wanted to crush them. So Daniel is not allowed to be disappointed in me. I don't...
Brother came in here, impure and acting like a criminal. But he can be saved, Daniel.
She's right. You showed up, and look what happens. Like, all the time.
Oh, you're gonna blame me for
You
everything
pray
that
for me.
happened.
And
She's trying to manipulate you.
I
Let me
see.
lead
I
you
see the
to
story.
one true light that never goes
Oh,
out.
he's gonna
I want
be,
to your friend.
You're
gaslit
crazy.
so much.
Let's get out of here, Daniel.
No, Daniel don't wanna go. He
I'm
wants you
gonna
to
stay.
change because he believes that you both
Just
at the
go.
same time
There's
makes
your
Daniel bad or
answer, Sean.
something.
We're
and that
together again.
shit happens because
So
of
we can go, right?
Don't
Come
take
on.
my
Get off me, dude.
holy fuck.
Daniel!
Oh wow.
Let me go, asshole!
Oh wow.
Daniel! They're not your family! Stop it.
You just need to have faith.
Oh,
What are
I'm
you waiting
excited
it's
for this
okay,
storyline now. I
Daniel!
wasn't that like super excited about it. But the way this is going, it's actually happening fast.
Satisfied? Now don't you ever come back.
Huh. Oh, a choice right here. Get up, do nothing. I think I'm gonna do nothing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do nothing because I'm a pacifist at heart. But also because I'm sure we're gonna have to be sneaky I mean, we're probably not gonna give up on Daniel, right? So getting up will only make it worse in trying to make them believe that we're what they want us to be, sort of, or yeah.
Daniel! Daniel!
You're pissing me off. This is
Yeah.
private.
Oh wow,
I
you
have a legal right to stop any
too.
intruders. Like you.
Dang.
I just want my brother.
Though I do believe Daniel,
He
after a little bit of
doesn't
time,
want you.
knows
He was brought here.
when he knows that Sean
This
is here,
is
he'll
where he's
keep
staying.
asking for Sean.
Next time,
probably.
I will not hesitate to
But they
use
do believe he's God's miracle. Maybe. Depends on
outta
how
here.
much they're religious, you know? Could be they just
Daniel,
want
hey!
him. So. Sean, relax. It's fine. They can have him. We'll leave.
Sean.
Karen.
Karen?
That's Mom, right?
You won't get him back like this.
What the
Let's go.
fuck are you doing here? What? Did you even see him? What does she know? Okay, there's a lot happening. I guess we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Sean, what happened to your eye?
That is me. Can we be honest about this?
Why the hell are you here? How did you find me?
Well,
How did you find them?
I
Because
got a
nobody
letter
else found
from
them.
Jacob,
Oh,
He
you
said you were missing.
did.
and that Daniel needed help. I believed in it.
Okay.
So you finally decided to check on him.
You know, Sean, sooner or later, we're gonna have to talk.
Well, you didn't really want to talk until now,
Where are we
so
going?
what am I gonna think?
I already have a hotel room. You're gonna need to rest and clean that dressing.
Sooner or later, we're gonna have to talk. So we can only talk when you decide to talk. Like, I'm pretty sure Sean probably wanted to talk a couple times during the years, you know? I'm mad at people today. Not really, though, but. But I'm yawning as always, which is a good sign. For something, I'm sure. What is with games of showing shower scenes, honestly? I don't... Yeah, I know he has a bruise. He held his arm over the bruise when he walked. You don't need to show me. Am I the only one getting creeped up by shower scenes? Because it's unnecessary. And usually I don't want to see people in the shower anyway. Let's just ignore it. Like we ignore Daniel's sorries. Like, the thing with shower scenes sometimes is what do they bring to the story? Like, what did that shower scene bring
Didn't
to
clean
the
pain
storytelling?
away,
Other than showing his bruise,
That
which
felt
they
good.
could have shown after the shower, you know, or something, if they really wanted to show it. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's never gonna creep me out.
Karen seems to be on the move quite often.
Because she has that? I have that. I have a thing like that when I go somewhere just for a couple days, you know? But sure.
Damn. You look bad. Gotta change that dressing soon.
Okay. Alright, I don't see anything else we need to do in here unless you need to go to the bathroom.
Wonder how long Karen has been here. Did she see one of Daniel's miracles?
I don't know.
I know
It's a
I
good
shouldn't
question.
peek, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever at this
Glad
point
to know
too.
she learned the lesson.
Don't get kids you don't want to
Karen
have.
did her own road trip to get here.
Apple pie. Red Mahoney's, Nevada. Notebook.
Damn. Karen does like to capture the world around her.
Alright, let's read through this. Tracing closer every mile, my heart goes racing, sore. I remember, know the feeling. There's no fighting back the beating, tearing apart my core. So she still does the poem writing, sort of. Early morning blues, coffee, red-eyed truckers and sad families. Bad eggs, not the waitress's fault. She is a quick, hurried one, probably ending a long night shift. Tag says Clementine, 22-ish, redhead, dyed brunette. Eyebrows and skin tone don't lie. Irish descent. Owner's daughter maybe. Mahoney's. Vague, polite smile, busy mind. Mildly clumsy, looks distracted, anxious. Young cook called her Clemmy. Brother? Boyfriend? Boyfriend. Apologizes when the orders are late and she's the one getting roasted. Do mom and dad know you're dating on the job, Clemmy? Mixing up work and love seldom make a good match. That a brand new baby bump under the stained apron. It's 2017 and young folks are still busy making babies. I guess nothing ever really changes. Yeah, you were busy making babies too. Okay. Church flyer.
So Karen did check it out. Wonder if she saw Daniel in action.
Probably. Seems like they're really showing it off, so. Roadmap. I need to
This
check out my
country is
notebook
just
as well.
Way too big.
I don't know. The world seems big and small. Too small sometimes. Yeah, we got a few new pages. Yeah, we drew that in the desert. Got picked up by a trucker not far away from Haven Point. I was nervous, but the guy was sweet, even hooked me up with a sandwich. Really needed that boost. Okay, Daniel has been brainwashed by a cult. He wants to stay with them, and I fucked up with this reverend. I just fell right into her trap. I'm so stupid. Stupid or naive? I don't know. We all gotta live and learn, and you're still young, so that's fine. Also, Karen? What the fuck is she doing here? How did she find us? Don't want anything from her. Nada. Well, we're gonna have to see what she wants.
Karen was always into low tech.
We could call,
I even think
Lila
it's the
with
one
this.
she had back then.
you know? Could do that. Bible?
I really should finish reading this someday.
I never read the Bible. I don't think I could have the patience for it. Casino token. Little souvenir for me. Achievement all sinners. Hell yeah, I love being a sinner.
Huh. This isn't her tablet.
Struggles with wait. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I was gonna read. Struggles with too many open apps, but should be okay for basic browsing. Geolocation? I don't know. Password is blah blah blah. Hope you find your son. 112708.
Yay. Technology.
Ooh.
She came prepared.
News. And that's a lot of text. Welcome to your new life at the Universal Uprising Church, Haven Point. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Mission: accept the Lord, spread the word of Jesus, keep faith with the community. Blah blah blah. Oh god, I'm not reading this, honestly. Nope, not happening.
Reverend Mother doesn't look too humble.
A Slice of Haven Point by Robert Neal. One of the great mysteries of Nevada is how it balances the Holy Spirit with the holy dollar. Few tourists travel from around the world to seek religion here, but in the tight-knit Christian community of Haven Point, Nevada, a charismatic pastor has inspired a devout following. As she told me in an interview at her peaceful church office, Reverend Lisbeth Fisher has spent her whole life as a humble disciple of the Lord, feeling the call to share his love and glory in this dark age. I had a powerful experience as a child that put me on the righteous path. She smiles gently and touches my hand. Ugh, I hate when people just like touch you without, ugh. But this is not about me or my story, as anybody in our wonderful church can tell you. And tell me they did. The members of the Universal Uprising Church speak with the hushed awe of their pastor and how she inspires them. Reverend Fisher just wants to share blessings with us, says Corey Johnson, 34, a recent addition to the congregation. I was pretty cynical before I went to one of her revivals. You could feel the electricity when she spoke. People were crying, including me.
Looks like a roach motel.
Beds are super uncomfortable, but it's cheap.
Nobody will find me there.
Alright. Okay, Karen's note.
Be right back. We'll find out.
Popped out for supplies. I'll grab some food in case you want to eat. New socks and shorts in the bathroom, all yours if they fit. Might be a good time to contact Jacob. His number is on the letter he sent. Be right back, Karen. What did Jacob think was a good idea about this?
It only took Supermom 8 years to give a shit.
Dear Mrs. Diaz, my name is Jacob and I worked with your sons Sean and Daniel on a farm in California. There were some problems and Sean went missing. I'm with Daniel now in Haven Point, Nevada. He gave me this P.O. box address, so if you get this, I think Daniel might be in danger. He needs help to get out of here. I can tell you more if you contact me at this number. Why did you take him here then, Jacob? Please hurry. I don't understand. But I guess Jacob will probably tell us when we figure things out. I don't... He went here, and then they got their claws on him.
We've come a long, long way, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I wanna check out the curtain.
This place is quite remote. Good. At least nobody will be looking for me here.
I'm not gonna trust that, you know?
I'm not going out.
Okay.
Better wait for Karen in here.
Alright, is she eventually gonna come here? Oh, phone. Call Jacob. Okay, we'll call Jacob. Let's do it. Let's see what Jacob has to say. Can't trace us here unless Jacob has gotten caught. Which, could be, but...
Hello?
Jacob,
Whatever.
it's me, Sean.
Sean?
Yep,
No
it's
way.
me.
I've been waiting to hear from you for months. So you found my note in your sketchbook?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Where are you? You have to come here, Sean.
I know. I'm not far. In a motel.
Good. Listen, I can't talk right now. I gotta go.
Wait!
Mm.
Daniel, how's he doing?
Meet me tomorrow afternoon on Brandy Highway. There's
Okay.
a junction just above Haven Point. There's a wild mice ranch billboard there. I'll be there at 4.
Jacob,
Wild
wait.
Mice Ranch.
I
Okay.
can't talk, Sean. Be there tomorrow.
Alright, fair.
Please.
Yeah, they're scary. Scary people.
Damn. He couldn't really talk.
Nope.
All this is so messed up.
Yup. You know what I'm thinking? There's not that much time left in this chapter for
I'm so drained.
stuff to happen, sort of. Like, with this church thing, is it just gonna be like a very fast thing within the next, like this episode or next? We're already halfway into this part.
So fucked up that Karen showed up like that.
Episode, I mean. And then I'm gonna record another episode after this, which will end the chapter. Is everything just gonna happen real fast, or are we gonna learn more about this church situation? I'm just wondering.
Let's just rest while I wait for her.
Like,
If she comes back.
a lot of this has been the hospital and the traveling. And then suddenly we meet Mom out of the blue.
Hey,
So how much
sorry it
is
took
the
so
church
long.
part gonna take
fucking
part of
store's
this chapter?
packed.
Okay.
How you feeling? Nothing broken?
You want the
Altar boys
honest
don't
answer?
fight fair.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Double cheese, no onion, right?
Not for the cheese, but burger. I'm not a big cheese person.
That'll do.
Good, Sean. You need the food. And the strength if you're gonna take them on. You'd be strong in church. I wonder how the Reverend got that bloody nose, though. If
Got
it
you
was
some
a trick,
gauze
or if she
and,
actually...
antibacteria stuff for your eye.
Because it didn't really look like
Hey,
she
don't
did
wolf
anything
that
other
down.
than fall.
Or at least
Why?
take a breath.
Like you care.
Yeah, I was
Sean.
just thinking that.
I do.
Yeah, no,
Come on,
it's
Karen.
probably hard not to care
Don't act
about
all hurt.
your kids.
too
but
late.
we need to learn
Where were
more.
you when I broke my leg when I was 13?
We need to
Not
know
with me.
more.
When Daniel got a bad flu a couple of years ago? He didn't sleep next to him every night.
You need to explain
Where
yourself.
were you? Where were you?
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
let's
is.
talk. Because
Let's
we
do.
do have to get your brother out of a cult.
I'm listening.
How did you two survive alone on the road for that long?
No, we're not talking about us. We're talking about you. What the fuck? Got some help? Dad taught us. We almost didn't.
We almost didn't. We just kept moving.
And nobody helped you along the way?
You know I don't have to answer your questions, right?
You're right. So tell me what you want from me, Sean.
Nothing, Karen. I mean, what do you want from me? A fucking hug?
Hey, I just want you to know what I did and why.
Okay, then tell
if you
me.
care. So,
Give it a
ask
go.
me anything.
No, why don't you just start from the beginning and tell... That's enough. Why did you leave?
All right. Why did you bail on us?
Let's see what
I
she
wasn't meant
answers
to
here.
be a wife or a mother. I thought I was supposed to. I tried to pretend for many years. But I wasn't happy, and the urge to leave just became unbearable. I had no other choice.
Are you serious? You chose this life. You fell in love. You made your own choices.
No, actually, I can see what she's thinking here. I think a lot of people have gone into relationships because they think they have to, have gotten married because they think they have to, have gotten children because that's what you're supposed to do. And then you later realize that, holy fuck, why did I do all this? Because this wasn't what I wanted, it was what society wanted. The problem here, I think, is that Karen didn't communicate it in a very good way. The thing I don't understand is, alright, so you didn't want children, but did you have no connection to your children? Like, you could separate, you could move away, you could call them once in a while, you could try to keep in touch sometimes. They're people. Do you just generally not like people? Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird just cutting all contact. It's very hurtful, and it's, I guess, a little bit selfish. And yeah, like, can you not act on somebody else's behalf or what's good for somebody else than yourself? Again, I understand the realizing suddenly, like, you wake up after a couple of years. It's with a lot of relationships too, right? Sometimes you're in a relationship for a long time, and then one day you wake up and you're like, wait, what has changed the last couple of years? Have I just been going through the same motions? It can happen in a job too. And then you realize that, shit, I wasn't supposed to do this. I don't want to do this. I need to get out of here. Like, I can understand that feeling. But just no contact, it's kind of hard to understand.
Right?
Making your own choices doesn't mean you can never fool yourself, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
After I had Daniel, you were about 8, and Esteban's garage was getting busy. There was so much going on around me, yet somehow I just felt that my own life was just slipping away.
That's fair.
Felt like an empty shell. Sean, it was the hardest decision I ever made.
I believe that
I
too.
knew I might never see you all again, but I took that responsibility.
Dad knew? Dumped us? Dad knew?
Did Dad know about all of this?
I was honest with your father.
Okay, well, that's good at least.
We did family
I
therapy.
like honesty.
But it wasn't about him. It was me.
He was heartbroken. He was better than you. I don't know enough about Esteban to say he was better. Let's just say he was heartbroken.
He was heartbroken for months after you left. Years.
Of course, he
was
loved
too.
her. It's
I was
hard.
in love with your father. He was the best person I ever met.
But just not enough for you.
Something was missing from the equation, yeah. I was.
Well, sometimes you're not a good match anymore. It's a lot of things. It's very complicated. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
So what exactly are you doing in Nevada?
Why did you suddenly
live
decide
around
to
here?
involve
No,
yourself with
I'm
this?
way out in Arizona. Sean, I told you. Your friend Jacob wrote my P.O. box and said Daniel was in trouble. That's it.
Arizona?
Arizona? Holy shit. It's just lizards and rocks.
Guess I found something there.
That's
New
fair.
York didn't really do me good, so...
Yeah. Okay. Think I've heard enough.
I didn't have a choice, Sean. We only have one life.
Okay, a couple things there. We do only have one life. But the thing is, okay, so if she just continued to suck it up, be in the family for the kids and for Esteban, would you really want a person around who doesn't want to be there? Isn't that person just gonna make everybody miserable? Because their lack of interest in being in the family is going to rip it apart eventually. So the divorce was gonna happen sooner or later. And I think Esteban, even though he loved her, he wouldn't want to keep her there for the sake of keeping her there if she didn't want to stay. I don't feel like he's that kind of person. But for kids, it's always going to be tough. They feel abandoned. They feel like they're not worth anything. I do have my own family story here that I do not want to tell. So I do want to tell it, but I don't. I think that's going too far. I'm sharing too much of my life, honestly, which is rare because I share a lot, I feel like. But I can understand the kids' hurt, is what I'm saying. But I can also understand Karen in not wanting to do what society wants you to do. And yeah, it's a rough place to be. And I can understand if this relationship here will never happen because the kids are allowed to be hurt. They're allowed to just quit and just say like, okay, I've heard your explanation. It's not enough. It's not good enough. And I don't want you in my life. That's fair. And I think Karen knows that. And I think she accepts that because of, you know, what she did.
And
So-
I didn't want mine to be spent in regrets. For years, I fooled myself, thinking I'd find satisfaction into what society expected me to be, and that was my mistake. I hope someday
It's a lot
you
of
can
people's
understand that.
mistake.
But I never stopped caring about you. For what it's worth, I am sorry for hurting you and Daniel and Esteban.
Wow, okay, we get to say this. Too fucking late. I'm not. I know. Let's just say I know. I mean, I don't know if I
know
can
you are,
repair
Karen.
the relationship between them.
It still
but
doesn't change the way I feel.
yeah, and that's
Of
fair.
course not.
And
I
she's
know
not expecting
I
that.
can't change the past, Sean.
I don't think you would. I need some air.
Yeah, I don't think she would change the past. So that was interesting. I liked that conversation-ish. I mean, there's a reason I too don't want kids. Because I don't feel like what society has always wanted us to do is what's right for me. So I've decided against trying to have kids. I have enough with dealing with myself and my thoughts, honestly. And I also
Sure.
just enjoy my own company a
Whatever
lot.
you want to say to me,
So,
this is the time.
you won't
Let's
see her
just
again.
Get it all out in the open. See what happens.
Yeah, that's good. Did you miss us? What did you do? Why ghost us? I don't care. Let's ask, what did she do?
So,
What did she do to make her life better?
what did you do when you left? Where did you go?
I pursued some dreams and failed. Learned the lessons.
Okay. But at least
I
you
guess
tried.
all this time I tried to find out what really matters to
Which
me.
doesn't involve a husband and 2 kids.
It does to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally respect that.
She's allowed to not.
Just not to me.
Yeah, she's allowed.
I wasn't good
you-
at making plans, which is what most of
Doesn't make it
modern life is
easy.
about, right? School, job, marriage.
For some
That's my
people,
mom and
family
dad.
isn't
They
everything.
wanted me to follow their rules, their faith. Oh, and I tried, but I wanted to find my own way, with no security blanket.
I
Family,
can
religion,
respect
social
her
norms.
wishes and
It's
thoughts.
just all about security, after all. But it all just looked like a sweet golden jail.
I don't agree with, you know,
tried to
how
escape
she
that.
left them or the not keeping in touch though. Sounds immature. Worth it?
Yeah. Hope it was worth it.
It was. For
Good.
now, I've found my place in the world, with like-minded people. I'm at peace with my fuck-ups and my
That's
decisions.
really actually very grown up. It's yeah, learning from your mistakes and accepting them. As long as you don't like excuse them or you know, it depends on how you do it, I guess, but yeah. Peace.
How do you make peace with bailing on your parents, your husband, and your
Time
kids?
I
and
know,
therapy
that's
maybe.
hard to understand. But I think people should know who they are. And not fake it for anybody.
Ugh. Well said, miss. Why goes did you miss us? Let's say that.
So, did you ever actually miss us? Or Dad?
Of course, Sean. I do miss your father. He had such a big heart. He could brighten up a rainy day. That was like his superpower.
Esteban was amazing.
But above all, I missed watching you grow up. See how you saw the world. I missed sharing these moments with you, Sean.
Mm-hmm. We used to do so much.
We used to do so much stuff. Like when you taught me to ride because Dad sucked. Or when we went camping near Vancouver.
She can't have
Just
hated
me
all
and
of
you.
it.
You always loved night skies.
But
I
if
did
she felt like
Stargaze
she was
a
in a
lot when I
cage
was in
while doing
California.
it.
Trust me, the further south you go, the better it gets.
I do want to ask
I
why
mean,
ghost us as well.
I get you wanted to leave and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. But why would you ghost us like that?
Yeah,
Not even a fucking birthday card.
yeah.
I thought
I don't know if there's a
vanished,
good answer
we would
to
all
that.
move on. But I wanted to contact you guys so many times.
Yeah, that's really not the greatest answer because I feel like you know that that's not true. You kind of are trying to convince yourself that it's easier for them because you're too scared to face what you've done and see the hurt that they have. Because if you called them, you would hear tears. They would cry because they wanted to see you. So if you call, you would hear the hurt, which is hard for you, but it's harder for them. But you don't want to admit that. So it's kind of a cop-out answer. But it is what you try to convince yourself that you're kind of maybe not worth it, or yeah. But yeah.
I almost did.
You wanted a clean break? Good thing you didn't. You wanted a clean
But
break.
you wanted a clean break from us.
I didn't want to be a part-time, pissed-off mother. Not fair to any of you. I left when Daniel was still very young, so he wouldn't remember me.
Would be hardest for Sean, yeah. You hurt him worse. I think Sean hurt more.
Yeah. I wasn't that lucky.
Because he
Sean.
knew what he lost.
I know. Do you want to tell me how you felt then? Or now?
I felt nothing. No, I felt guilty. I don't know why he would feel guilty, but I think I'm gonna say that because I don't want to say the two others.
I felt guilty that we weren't enough for you.
No. You guys were the reason to stay. I left because of me. I hope I can make it up to you, Daniel, someday. I can start by getting his ass out of that church. Cult. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. You sound so careless. It's like you can't even realize how much pain you've caused.
I do care. It's why I'm here. To help you and your brother. If I didn't step up to help him now, I couldn't live with myself.
I am curious what you guys think about her though, because I can see there's several ways to view this. So I can really understand how some people could just not forget what she did. Go back inside, ask for a smoke, don't ask anything. Don't ask anything.
No, man. Esteban hated when I smoked. He didn't want me to die an early death. Fuck. Life can be so cynical sometimes.
Yeah, he died first.
I remember he would smoke sometimes. Long ago.
We didn't fight much, but when we did, I would go out on the porch and light up so I could calm down.
I
Esteban would
really
come
like
over and ask
Karen's
for a drink.
calm way of
And then
talking.
we'd just look up at the sky and watch the stars.
Some people might get annoyed that they don't hear passion or they don't hear, like, she's speaking very matter of fact, but I relate a lot to that. I like a person's calm demeanor. I think it's because I see myself in that a lot. I don't view myself as a super passionate person. I'm more logical, I think.
Or the plains. I do miss that.
I used to do the same with my best friend Lila. Sitting on the porch. Just letting time go.
That's when you know someone is good to you. When you can just sit together, shut the hell up, and watch the universe do its own thing.
That's true. Okay, we can
We should
go
go
back
back
inside.
inside.
I was like, is anything gonna
Gotta
happen?
change this dressing.
Okay, let's go. Sean, I know I can't change the past.
Mm-hmm.
Or what I did. But this is about helping your brother. You gotta trust me this one time.
I mean, it's fair to say no here. As a kid, I don't know what I would say. You know, because she was never there, you know, when he needed help other times. But I'll say I know.
I know. It's still hard. But yes, we have to be a team to rescue Daniel.
We can do it.
You've struggled on your own, so
Okay.
having a partner here would be nice.
How?
He's like, don't touch me,
We
bitch.
need to get in touch with this Jacob. He obviously knows a lot more than us about the church.
He
Wow.
does. I'm excited to hear what he has
I
to say.
called him when you were out. We can meet with him tomorrow.
Okay, good. I also got these, just in case.
Walkie-talkies.
Okay. Better take care of the eye.
So, do you need any help with that?
No, but you can help him if
Yes.
you want.
Thanks.
So,
Because I would like her
you
to
feel
help.
like telling me the story here?
Yeah.
When we have time.
I like her.
Gotcha.
Ish. I like it. This is nice that he gets to have a mother for a little bit. I don't know what's gonna happen to her, if she's gonna die, because she might die too. But I like him having at least this memory with her if she's gonna die, you know. I think that's generally a good way to live life sometimes too. Just if you think it's gonna be an improvement to your life, then do it, even if it's hard being vulnerable after so long, when you had to be so tough. And it's hard being vulnerable to a person who sometimes
Here,
don't deserve
Try this on.
your compassion. Really? I got him an eye patch? Oh, God, need to stop yawning. Oh, yeah.
How do I look?
Arr.
Great.
Thank you, Karen.
Big day tomorrow, so we should get some rest.
Yeah. I'm ready to get Daniel.
Let's go. Let's fucking do it. But next time, though. Okay, we are going to leave it there. And this was quite an exciting episode because I was not prepared for Mom to suddenly walk in. And honestly, Mom is more level-headed than I expected her to be. I expected her to be more, I don't know, like Chloe's mom maybe? But having her come here, feel so level-headed, know exactly what she wants and how she wants to live her life, it's kind of nice. It's obvious that Sean and Daniel would have gotten hurt from what she did, and you know, some of it I don't agree with, but the thing with people, right, is that you don't have to agree with 100% of what they do or how people choose to live their life, but it's important to understand that for them that's the right way to live, and you don't even have to forgive them for it. But I think it's hard for people to understand that a lot of people can be different, think differently, want different things, and some of the things they choose, even though there's tough decisions, it's worth it to them. Some people might call it selfish. In some ways it might be selfish, but I don't know. I found Karen to be a breath of fresh air, honestly. It was kind of nice, and it was also kind of nice to see Sean and Karen talk the way they did. It was actually a pretty good conversation. As a teenager, I think it would be very fair to say like no to a lot of that or try to, you know, answer hurtfully, but I like good conversations, so I don't like when people are mean to each other, so I'm glad I chose what I chose. It was a very interesting episode, and I'm excited to see Jacob next time, and I think we're gonna wrap it up next time. I don't know if I've talked a lot during this chapter, so that next episode might be long, but it's very hard to judge if it's gonna be a shorter last part or a longer last part, but I do think I'm gonna wrap all of it up in the next episode, even if it's like an hour and a half long. But it might be 30 minutes, so who am I to say? Who am I to know? Anyway, we're leaving it there. I hope you liked this video. And remember that if you did, you can always like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye!